Yo, what's up, guys? Chris here, and this is a video that I've wanted to do for a little while now, and this is between these two guys right here, the Olight Baton Turbo and the Cloud Defensive Micro MCH. And I've wanted to do this video for a while now because it's fun. I own both of them. I've owned this one for a while now. I've had this one for a long time, and this is my newly acquired Baton Turbo now that I've had as soon as it was released, and I jumped on it because I love it, and I wanted it because it reminded me of the Cloud Defensive Micro MCH. Two very similar lights, but also very different applications. They're made for different things, but I thought it'd be a fun kind of comparison video in case anybody is interested in maybe picking up a Micro MCH for themselves. Also, two very different price points. One's made in China, one's made in the US. One is 60 bucks. Also, Olight does sales. I got this on the sale, and when they did their, not Black Friday, but their other sale that they did, it was like 47 bucks. But original cost for this is like, the regular price is like 60 bucks. This is normally like 250. So not a cheap light, but also just a couple of guys, USA made. They're all like veterans, I believe, and USA made, all in-house stuff here. So not cheap, but you know, you get what you pay for kind of thing. Not to say that I don't love Olight's products. I've been buying them for years. I love, I definitely buy plenty of Chinese products as well. So, but you definitely save some coin going with this. But just, I thought it'd be fun to do. And so we're going to get into it and just go over the differences between them and kind of go over which one this one is for, which one, you know, who's this one for, and which one would you pick up. I thought it would just be a fun video to make. So, yeah, let's go over it real quick and just go over the differences. I thought it was interesting though. They do take the same battery for starters. If I can get this battery off, I got this on kind of tight. Give me just a second. There we go. So they do take the same battery. They both take a 18350, I believe is what they're taking. Yep, 18350. That's what they both take. The cool thing about the Baton Turbo is that it can also take a CR123, just a regular one. So if you wanted to, let's say, drop in a Duracell or something like that you bought at at Walmart or gas station or whatever, it can take those. So you got that advantage with the Olight. You are going to lose runtime and output and stuff like that if you're not using Olight's battery that it comes with in there, but you can do that. It does have a little sleeve that it comes with, that a little adapter that it comes with that you have to run on there in order for it to work, but you can do that. I thought that was really cool. You also get the little, power LEDs right here, indicator in your mode, what mode that you're in on this as well. On this, you do not have that. One thing I do prefer on the Cloud Defensive is the tail cap, the tail switch. I prefer a tail switch on the Cloud Defensive. That's just my preferred preference. You don't have that because this takes the magnetic charging on the Olight, which is pretty standard on most of their lights. I think if they did that metal switch that they did on the Baton Turbo, if they did a future, like another Baton Turbo on this, and they put a switch on this, this would decimate all. If they did that, I would absolutely love that. You can keep the side switch to cycle through your modes, but add a little tail switch right here. I would freaking love that on the Baton Turbo. That would be awesome. But yeah, you also have the rubber on here, which I really like on the Cloud Defensive light. Also, the difference on the color temperatures on here, you have a really warm light on the Cloud Defensive. This is a very warm light, as you can see, and you have a cool white on the Baton Turbo. Now, I'm not sure if they offer a neutral white. I know they do that on some of their lights, that they offer a neutral white, but this is really warm. I prefer a warm light. It's just more pleasing to my eyes. I really like a warm light. That's just my personal preference. But yeah, it's definitely more of a warm light on this. You have a lot more modes on the Baton Turbo. Baton Turbo, yes, you double click. Oh wait, let me get out of the strobe. My bad, guys. So you have you can cycle through your modes. You got low, medium, high, and then you double click and you get the turbo, right? This is just 2 clicks. This is the EDC version. You can get 2 versions of this. You can get the regular where it's just you press it and it goes just to the brightest mode. Or you get the EDC version. This is the EDC version that I have, where you have low and high. Low and then high. That's it. They're both pretty damn bright. It's kind of limited and it really whitewashes stuff, but they give you that low version. So if you're like looking for stuff, but even that is still kind of high. If you're looking for your keys or whatever, it's still kind of high. But I went for that if I wanted to EDC this light. This light is mainly a defensive light. This light is a thrower. It's made to be a thrower. It's not made to be a defensive light. It could be because it's 65,000 candela. This is 35,000 candela. Let's get into some specs real quick. 35,000 candela, 65,000 candela. It's 65,000 candela on this because it needs to throw that light as far as it's throwing it. That's why it's that high of candela. 35,000 candela because it's got a really tight hot spot on it, as you can see. This is a defensive light. See how high I'm putting it on that second mode? This is to blind an attacker. If they're trying to get on you, this is to disorient them. This is what it's made for. And this right here gets really hot, really quick. It's definitely made to be a defensive light. These are what these guys do. These are all major gun guys. They make defensive lights to carry with your pistol. They make a lot of rifle mounted lights. So that's what their main focus is defensive lights. Hence the name Cloud Defensive. Another really cool thing that they add is these little rings right here. Again, I got it super tight. I literally loosened it up before this video. You got a ring right here, which I can unscrew. And this is just small touches that I like when you're buying stuff like this. They really think it all through. You can take it off. So you can have the button to where it protrudes all the way out. And this is just personal preference depending on how you want to carry your light. You can have to where the button sticks all the way out. So you don't have to worry about hand manipulation or anything. You just press. That's it. You just press. That's all you got to do. The way I like to carry it so it doesn't accidentally, because that button's protruding all the way out, I don't want that button accidentally getting pressed in my pocket. I carry this ring and screw it in. So that way, when I'm carrying it in my pocket, it has the button sit flush. And that way I don't accidentally have it set off in my pocket. And I just press the button. They have another ring that's in the box to where it hides the button kind of recessed down to where I have to press my thumb inward in order to do that if you don't want the button at all exposed, to where you really have to mean to press that down. So if you really are nervous about the button going off in your pocket, it recesses it way down to where it kind of comes up a little bit more. So that's kind of cool. The pocket clip on this is the old school pocket clip. They have a pocket clip now that they sell on the newer versions that is very similar to how the pocket clip is on the Baton Turbo. The Baton Turbo's pocket clip is way better. I don't really clip these to my pocket. These kind of fat pocket lights, I wear cargo shorts. I just drop it into my cargo pocket, and that's how I carry it. I have used the pocket clip on the Baton Turbo. It works great. I love how it goes to the butt of the flashlight. I do not like this. This is just horrible. I just drop it into my pocket in the cargo shorts. But this is way better. This is winning. This is way better. I love how now they have it to where it goes to the butt end of the flashlight and it's bezeled down. Way better. Works way better on this. It's just fantastic. But yeah, so that's just some differences on these flashlights. They're both made out of aluminum. You can see the bezels that we got here, the reflectors that we got in here. I'm not a huge I'm not a flashlight guy. You know what I mean? I don't know the big technical terms and stuff like that. You're not going to get that from this channel. There's other channels for that. I just kind of nerd out a little bit, you know, on this kind of stuff. I do own flashlights. I think they're cool. This I bought for a defensive flashlight. This sits on my nightstand, and I have carried this. I like carrying this light on Halloween. I like carrying this light if I'm out with my daughter or my kids walking around the apartment complex at night. Just the light that goes with me. I have used this though as well. But again, they're two very different lights, but they're also kind of similar. So I wanted to make a video on it. I thought that would be kind of cool. Very different price points, just for different kinds of people. But again, they just had similarities to them, and I thought it'd be fun to make. It really just depends on what you like and your needs, and also your wallet, how much you're willing to spend. $60, $250, you know. I own both. I like them both for different reasons, you know. I think Olight has an opportunity to where they can make a defensive light like this, you know, kind of turn this into a defensive light, you know, and give, you know, competition. But it's pretty cool. I definitely like both. It's definitely cool. I like to see it. I've enjoyed carrying them both. I enjoyed this one a lot more than I thought I would when I got it, and I've definitely enjoyed that. So, but yeah, really cool. I've really enjoyed the Baton Turbo. Again, so let's go over who are these for. This one is for the enthusiast. It's a pocket thrower. It's definitely a niche thing. Pocket thrower. My dad would get a kick out of this because he's a state road inspector and he has to check reflectivity of lights, or not lights, like stop signs and stuff, and he wouldn't even have to get out of his truck with this light. I think he would love something like this. So for enthusiasts, for people who are into this kind of stuff, yes. Even just for general EDC, because it has all these different modes, yes. I think this would be a great EDC light, you know. For $60, absolutely. For defensive light, yes, all the way cloud defensive for defensive light, because there's no messing with modes. This does have a memory mode on it, but there's no messing with modes or none of that. This is straight up in your face. You hit a button and it's there. There's no guessing. There's no anything. Oh, and by the way, this ships with a Nitecore charger, which Nitecore makes some of the best chargers out there on the market. So Cloud Defensive even took note and shipped with another flashlight company's charger. So that really says something. You know what I mean? So that's awesome that they did that. They even provide the charger for you to charge the batteries. So that's awesome. And I've used it a ton, so it works great. But yeah, really cool flashlights, guys. I just wanted to do a comparison. Again, I'm comparing apples to oranges here. So really cool flashlights, really cool stuff. Let me know in the comments, which one do you prefer? Which one do you like? Would you pick up something like this? Would you pick up something like this? Do you already own this? Do you already own one of these? Let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't, consider subscribing. I'm almost to 1,000, guys. I'm like one away. I'd love to hear from you guys. Hope you guys have a fantastic holiday season. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.